everybody. My next guest holds over 60 NFL records and is the only quarterback to throw for 5,000 yards in consecutive seasons. He's a 9-time NFL Pro Bowler, a 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, and the MVP of Super Bowl 44. Please welcome the quarterback from the New Orleans Saints, Mr. Drew Brees. Nice reception.
Nice, we got a cheering section.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice.
I love it.
We have a lot to talk about. First of all, I want to thank you. You're on Twitter, and today you put out a picture of yourself with my hair on your... I have to say, I think together we make an incredibly handsome man.
There's no question. I've got the male pattern baldness thing going, so that actually, I'm kind of digging that.
You could not get a helmet on over that. You know, I want to show a real picture, which is, there's this picture of you that I've seen. It's one of my favorite post-Super Bowl pictures. It's you after the big win holding your son, is it Balin?
Yes.
Balin up in the, I think we have that picture, and it's such an incredible moment between a dad and his son, and that capturing that moment. What was going through your head at that time?
Yeah.
Does your son even remember what was any of that? He must have been very...
That will forever be one of the greatest moments of my life. Not just the Super Bowl moment in itself, which is really kind of the pinnacle of your football career, but sharing that moment with him, having that opportunity to do that. And yes, it's actually that exact picture is on canvas, hanging above him and his younger brother's bed, and so he'll occasionally look up at it and talk about it. He was only 1 year old.
How many kids do you have now?
We have 4 now.
Oh, you have 4. So the other 3 are haunted by the fact that you got that moment. Does he walk around like, oh man, that was quite a moment?
We have a lot of championships to win.
Yes.
The
next time you have to hold the other 3 at once. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's going to be tough.
I got 4 limbs.
Let's talk about fantasy football. You were one of the most popular quarterbacks on fantasy football. People go nuts for you, and they go so crazy for you that it's actually become part of your life. When people walk up to you, you don't know if they're going to compliment you on everything you did for New Orleans by winning that championship, or if they're going to compliment you on the fantasy football league.
It is the majority of my interaction with fans is, hey, great job for my fantasy team this week, or
which is weird.
Or
it's like, do anything.
Or it's like only 290 yards. You couldn't get 370. Come on, I was counting on you.
That guy's an asshole. Who's that guy?
Don't even attempt to look at social media when it comes to that, because they will.
Yeah,
they'll be on you.
Yeah, anyone who looks at that stuff. But so there are these great names. We looked up some of. People are so loyal to you and so in love with you when it comes to their fantasy football teams that many of them have named them after you. Have you heard some of these? They're fantastic. Pimpin' ate Breezy. I like this one. Breezus, King of the Drews. Bronk, if you love Breezes. Breeze out of my league. How do you like Breeze apples? And then this one actually has a picture with it, 98 degrees.
I love the creativity. Literally everywhere I go in New Orleans. Well, New Orleans has probably been more of a personal feel, because we really are part of the community there. And
yes.
So many people comment about what we do.
Well, that championship coming after the devastation of Katrina. When you won that championship, when you went to that team, and many people had written you off at that point. Sure. When you went to New Orleans. They thought this is, and this team is not going to really...
Somewhat of a rebuilding process for both of us. I'm rebuilding my shoulder coming off of that injury, and obviously the city post-Katrina, and really we were able to do that together. I mean, I needed New Orleans badly, and the team and the organization and the city, it's been really a magical journey. Outside of New Orleans, it's wherever you go. It's hey Drew Brees, hey man, nice job on fantasy. You got me the whatever it is they're playing. It's always some cheesy thing
Right.
that they're playing for.
Right.
It's
But in New Orleans, I don't want to use the term like you're a god, but you're one of the biggest heroes in New Orleans walking around. Can you just demand free drinks? Can you make people dance for you? That's what I would do. I would be abusing that power if I were you.
You can do just about anything you want on Bourbon Street and just completely fit in. But no, I don't go down there much. Honestly, somebody told me this when I first got to New Orleans. If you love New Orleans, it'll love you back. Mm-hmm. And there's no saying that is more true than that. We've loved New Orleans, and it certainly loved us back.
Okay, I have to ask you about Deflate Gate. I know that every quarterback is getting asked about this. Anyone who's been hiding under a rock for the last couple of weeks and doesn't know, New England Patriots charged with having an underinflated ball, and I know that you've been asked to comment on it. First of all, what's your thought on the matter, Deflate Gate? Do you think this is something that the Patriots intentionally did?
You know what? I have no idea. I know that it seems that the NFL has been on this one now for the last few weeks. Obviously, there's always seems to be some topic going into Super Bowl week,
Right.
and this one just happens to be it. So, yes, I will be asked this 1,000 times. And to be honest with you, I kind of chuckle because I'm just glad it has nothing to do with us.
Right. All right, well, that leads me to my next question. A lot of us are trying to figure out, obviously I'm not an NFL quarterback. I think that's clear to everyone. But I'm trying to wonder, would I really know the difference? Would you know a difference between a legally inflated football and a slightly underinflated football? Do you think you would know the difference?
You know what? Throughout the course of a game, no. Because a ball will come up and you don't even think about how it feels. You're just
Right.
programmed to, go through your read, throw the ball, no excuses.
Right.
But if we sat here and just, kind of grip one, I could probably tell the difference.
Well, let's find out. Okay. Tell me what you think of this one. Just give it a good feel.
That's well inflated, I would say.
Well inflated meaning legal.
I would say 13 ounces.
That is exactly 13.
Okay.
That is exactly 13.
You mind if I throw that to one of the Saints fans up there?
Yeah, you can't get. There are lights up there, Drew. Those are lights.
I'm going to step up a little
Yeah,
further.
those are lights. You gotta go low. You gotta thread that needle. Very nice.
Sorry for the stand.
Give that upfield. Let me.
Yes.
What do you
I'm
think?
saying 11.
You're saying 11?
I'm saying 11 ounces, yeah.
So you think that's underinflated?
This
That
is
is,
underinflated by 2 ounces, I'm thinking.
that is exactly 11 psi.
Okay. I was a bit thrown off there. Can I give it a go? Let's do it.
What you just demonstrated is that it is easier to throw and catch an underinflated football. There is an advantage.
I mean, let's recap this. My
Yeah.
2 attempts with the fully inflated
Yeah.
14-ounce NFL football were camera
Yeah.
and almost taking out the front portion of the audience,
Right.
and then unfortunately a high inaccurate pass,
Right.
and then
You gotta work on that. Yeah.
the deflated ball was a completion
Yes.
over the glass railing here. So I would agree that there's a huge advantage, not just slight, a huge advantage with the
Fascinating.
ball.
I think what you're saying is that deflated balls should be legal. It'd be much more entertaining, that game. They should be completely pancaked. They should be frisbees, basically. And dogs should be allowed on the field. I think we just improved the game of football. I want to make sure I mention this. The game is going to be a little different this year. The Super Bowl, Microsoft Surface is going to be. Both teams are going to be using Microsoft Surface tablets. Is that correct?
Well, actually, we had them all season long. And so in the past, it used to just be past pictures that were black and white and really kind of archaic. And so this year, we actually went to the Microsoft Surface tablet.
This means you can, on the sidelines, play.
On the sideline, so literally in real time, the minute I walk to the sideline, it could be a 17-play drive. They're handing me my Surface tablet, and I'm able to basically flip through and look at every play, still shots, pre-snap and post-snap of every play we just ran. And I'm able to go back to series previous. So if there was a defensive look that I said, wait a minute, I think I saw that 5 series ago, I could just click a button, go back, watch that exact same, or look at that exact same picture, match up the coverages of the defense, say, aha, here it is again, this is how we're going to attack it, however, run over to a teammate, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Rain or shine, these were awesome for us this year. And in the Pro Bowl this year, instead of still pictures, we actually had live video.
Right.
So I could go back, and in fact, I used it with Antonio Brown. We ran a 2-point play on the goal line. I wanted him to kind of modify the route a little bit, so when I got to the sideline, I said, hey, check this out. You went behind the guy, I'd rather you go in front, so be ready for it next time. And then we're sitting here watching the video, 30 seconds after.
Be honest, can you access porn on that?
I've never tried. But
The game is changing fast.
This
Come over here, guys. You gotta see something.
We try not to distract ourselves during the game. We're focused.
You're a professional.
That's going to replace laptops. The Surface tablets are phenomenal.
Well, you can look for the Microsoft Surface tablets on the sidelines of Super Bowl 49. And for more on the Brees Dream Foundation, you can go to drewbrees.com. Very quickly, I'm a New England guy, so I'm rooting for the Patriots. What's your prediction? You can tell me just flat out before we go.
You know what? I really don't have one. I love great quarterback play.
Okay.
And I'm a huge fan of both of these quarterbacks.
Okay.
It's going to be a great game.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. That's fantastic. Drew Brees will be right back.